tactics. So there are a lot of tactical things when working with so many agents of all across the full spectrum, and then also working with peer leaders, who also lead agents with the full spectrum. You learn a lot of tactics but I think the thing I learned the most was there there can never be an excuse that you don't know how to do something because somebody always knows the answer. You can never have a question in this company that you don't know what to do. And so your success is to me and what I've seen and even like now in my position now is just will you actually do it? So it's like there's never a question of what to do. It's will you actually do it? So that is probably my biggest learning of everything I see, in agents' offices in all those years is that everybody had a plan, and the plan is always honestly a really good one. Do they actually do the plan? Do they work the plan that they say they're going to do? Is really the key, and it's tough. I'm in a market where it's hard to hire. It's hard to build a big team where we're at right now. Um, I actually just hired a remote person from out of state because I just feel like I'm just going to give that a try and see, if that works out for us to help build, in the way we want to grow. But we're in a tough market, so it's hard to execute on a plan without the people you need to do that. And we're kind of in that hard hiring period in the job market right now to build our office.
Yeah, so I think you just hit the nail on the head. The easiest but hardest thing to do in the world is consistency and discipline. Can you execute on the plan at hand and stay disciplined throughout the process and take enough action?
Yep, and it's not just the people that it's not just my team members, it's me too.
Hmm.
Is it like will I do it? Will I do what it needs to be done? So it's like, yeah, my team has their pieces that they need to accomplish, but there's things that I need to do to help accomplish our goals too. And it's work. There's just no way around it. It's just work.
Yep, I always say like insurance. I think insurance is maybe one of the more difficult actually sales professions in the United States, but just because of the competitive nature. But what you actually do every single day as an insurance professional is actually not that difficult once you figure out how to win. Once you figure out the winning formula, then it's just executing on that winning formula every day.
That's right. That's right.
So,
Yeah,
oh,
we are so blessed that we're in this profession that we can succeed by just like talking to people, figuring out what they need, and selling them what they actually need. You know what I mean? So it's like not it's actually a great profession to be in. And it's also a great profession because literally everybody you see, like in everywhere you walk and everybody you see is a potential customer. So there's nobody you will come across that doesn't potentially need what you offer. And so there's no lack of opportunity for us. For us, it really is capacity. We need to figure out how to work smart and how to have the capacity to do all the work that we need to get done.
so, and obviously, right now in our job market, I think like the Great Resignation is happening, and the job market is extremely tough right now. But what's very impressive is you just started your third year. And you qualified for MDRT as a second year agent. You have a smaller office. Talk to us a little bit about what you think has contributed to that success. And you're already having another great year, so the consistency is there. Talk a little bit about that.
Oh my gosh, what is the what have we done that has made us successful? You know, um, we when you say that to me, I always want to pause because I feel like we could do so much better. You know what I mean? And so um, I think that we're asking, we're not afraid to ask the right questions. I'd say that the secret to me is finding the opportunity, and we do. Our whole model is asking people the right questions, and so if you can just ask those questions, you're going to find a lot of opportunity, and where we can improve is following up on them over and over and over. And so we identify a lot of opportunity, and that's where our success has been. But the challenge is going back to it, you know, and staying on it and not giving, not giving up because um, there nobody actually means nobody's actually saying no unless they actually tell you no. You know what I mean? And so if a no response is not no, and um, not now actually does mean not now. And not it doesn't actually mean no. And so we're not great yet about and a lot of it is again capacity and people we need and just going after all the opportunities we have. But our key has just been asking the questions to really find it, to find the opportunities there.
Okay. That's great. I love that. So from a daily success habit standpoint, like win the day or win the week, is there any certain like 2 or 3 activities that you guys are actually like non-negotiables? This is what we need to be doing on a daily, weekly basis that you could share with us?
My non-negotiable is I expect a and maybe this is my legal background, maybe it's just the stories I've heard, but non-negotiable is I never talk to a customer without doing a liability needs analysis. That's to me is there isn't there's literally nothing we do that isn't designed to protect your assets and income. There is nothing nothing that there's no like if you look at the bottom line of every risk we are trying to protect against, it's because somebody has the chance to lose an asset or their income. So if they have a fire, they could lose their home or they would have to spend down money to make repairs to their home. If they have a car accident, they could get sued if they get sick or injured, they could lose their income. If everything we do is about protecting assets and income. So to me, then that has to start with asking people about their assets and income. So we can't actually do anything properly without knowing that. And I think that to me is the non-negotiable. If we're going to actually do something right, we have to know about your assets and income. And that's where our success in, getting the big premiums and getting the big cases we do is just starting with that basic non-negotiable is we can't do this right for you unless we know what we're protecting for you. And I have no problem asking everybody about, their assets and income. It doesn't take a long time. It only takes, 30 seconds. And from that is where we find all of our opportunities. So that's where I'm constantly working with my team, making sure, they have information about everybody's assets and income, when they do their quotes, when they do their reviews, when we do reviews, that's the first thing we always do because that's what we got and we need to know that.
I love that. So you do basically an assets analysis with every customer every time.
Every customer every time. Yep. I wish I do. I do, and my team